Hello, peoples. Guess what? It's time for an unboxing. Well, except it's a bag. For an unbagging. Okay. It says to treat it like a box. Wait, let me look. Yep, it says recycle just like a box. So, an unboxing it is, I guess. Okay, so let's see what I got. Well, okay, so the first thing, I already got it out of the box. And I already attached it to the tripod. Sorry about the feet. Because when I got my tripod out to put my phone on it, yeah, it didn't have a way to do the phone on the tripod. So I was going to do this unboxing with my phone on the tripod, so I had two hands. So since this unbagging is just like a box, and this one's already out of its box, I'm going to put the phone on it and finish the unbagging. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is kind of weird because I have the handle of the tripod in the way. But okay, we're going to give this a shot. So, let's see what's in here. First things first, look what it is. It's a pincher grabber that folds for easy storage. So let's open it up, or, you know, stretch it out here. This goes somehow in here. Ah, there. And then you squeeze this part, and this part does this. And it turns like this, so it goes the other way. So you can go this way, or it can go. So I got this particular one because, well, okay, because first of all, it's pink. And second of all, these edges are squishy, so that when you grab things, they hold it gently but firmly. And it has these little fingery guys at this end. I just sort of felt like if I had to rescue a train, that maybe it wouldn't break off all the handrails. I mean, you know, it might, but maybe it wouldn't. And it has a magnet right here. In case you drop a screw, the magnet will pick it back up for you. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what else is in here. Okay. Digging in, and finding, well, okay, this big bag. Now, this has already come out of the bag it came in because I wanted to be able to show you what it was, and it has a lot of clanky pieces. Well, first, here's this part. This is the handle. And then there's, well, and then there's these parts, or maybe this one's a handle. All these parts. And then this is the main part. This is the part. And in there is where you put whatever it is that you need to be extended. Because that's what this is. This is a thing to hold a tool further away from your body than the length of your arm. Which, I mean, let's face it, my arms, I have orangutan arms. So it's 3 feet from the tip of my nose to the tip of my fingers, which made it really handy to measure fabric when I was in home ec at school. But not so much if your layout is 4 feet wide and you need to put paint on the wall, then, you know, 3 feet is not really enough. So what you do here, wait a minute. It came with another part. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here. You take the paintbrush and you poke it down in here like this. And then you twist this knobby. And there, it's attached. And then you put on, you know, some of these long clanky pieces. This is kind of hard to do. Anyway, you put these on, and then you can make it longer. You can put lots more in the middle and make it longer. And it does tricks. You can turn this little knobby here, and it can go sideways. So we'll see. I'm hoping it will help me do the Bob Ross of clouds. And if not the Bob Ross of clouds, then hopefully maybe Dave at, hold on a minute, I'm trying to straighten this. There we go. At Thunder Mesa Trains. Okay, now I'm going to say the words. There might be a link in the description below for Thunder Mesa Trains, assuming I can figure out how to put a link in. So if there's a link in the description below, you can go there and look at all of his videos and see how to do clouds. And while you're there, you should subscribe because he's really good. He does amazing scenery and amazing models, and he does narrow gauge trains, and some of his trains are drop dead cute. They just are. That's the way it is. So that's what this is for, is to try and fix my clouds. So I'm going to go watch his videos because, as we all know, copying is the sincerest form of flattery. And that's what I'm going with. Okay, what else is in here? Okay. Also, oh, here's the box. The box for the little gizmo to hold the phone. So there it is. Okay. And, oh! It's a pointer. It's a pink pointer. It's for pointing at things of interest on the layout so that I don't put my hand in trying to point to things and cover half of it up with my hand. So now I can point to things and say, Eileen's Tacky Glue, great stuff. And you'll be able to see what I'm pointing at. See? Pointing, pointing, pointing. But my whole hand won't be in the way. And it does shrink and grow. So it fits on the screen so you can see it. But it also goes a fur piece across the layout, which is really nice. And it came in pink. So, you know, I had to have it. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I have La Belle Goo. This is the grease kind. I also have the oil kind somewhere in all of my train stuff. I'll find it. But now I got grease because some things apparently need to be greased and some things need to be oiled, and I wanted to be prepared for both eventualities. Okay, put that away. Now, this whole pile of styrofoam here is to make the mountain across the back of the layout that is going to be a representation of the Appalachian Trail, because my sister is hiking the Appalachian Trail. So I thought it would be really fun to represent it across the back of the layout. And so I'm going to build it out of all of this. Oh, wait. Let's do it right. Out of all of this styrofoam. Big pieces and little pieces and lots of in-between pieces. And there's more over there and there's more over here. And there's more in that trash bag right there. I have a lot of styrofoam. And I'm going to stick it together with Eileen's glue. And oh, that's the other thing that I got. Wait a minute. I got a bunch of these. You sit up there. These are little toothpicks, but they're round. So since the people and the stuff across the representation of the Appalachian Trail are going to be HO, so that they are smaller than my ON30 trains and my O scale buildings and so forth, I can make little shelters out of these little look like log cabins. I'll paint them, you know, darker color than this. And also, I'm going to use them to put together the pieces of styrofoam. So I'll put some glue on it and poke that into the styrofoam, put glue on it, poke the other piece of styrofoam in, so that I can use the pincher grabber to pick the pieces of the mountain up and put them on the workbench and add, you know, tufts and rocks and trees and so forth, people, tents, campfires, that sort of thing. So that's what these are for. I got a whole box of these. I'm putting them back over here where they won't fall off. Oops, almost just dropped them all. Okay, one more thing in here that also has to do with styrofoam, because I can't reach what I was using for styrofoam. I have a little knife that I use for styrofoam that isn't very good. So I went out and got a new knife, because the little one was, in the words of Crocodile Dundee, that's not a knife. This is a knife. I'm supposed to flourish it in the middle of saying that. Take that, you styrofoam. I'm coming to get ya. So this is my new knife to cut styrofoam. I really didn't think the styrofoam was evil enough for something this sharp and pointy, but this is what they said was the best one. So this is what I got. And I could say the words about putting a link in the description below for this Goldblatt knife for cutting styrofoam. And I might try that. I'm going to try and doing the one for Thunder Mesa. So it's possible I could do one for this too. But I'm going to put it back in here before I cut my arm off, because I really think that's likely what it's best for, cutting my arm off. Velcro it in. Okay, so that was a really good haul. I'm thrilled. Now I got to put it all away somewhere. Okay, so this is the time where I say do all the usual stuff, all the YouTube stuff. If you like this video, or actually, I don't really care. If you don't like the video, if you barely watched the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. And you should subscribe. If you haven't already, which I don't know why you wouldn't have. You're smart. You know this channel is just for you. So subscribe. And to all of those who have already subscribed, thanks guys. I love you a bunch. And you should share. You should share it with all of your friends and your enemies and your family and your neighbors and total strangers. Because again, it helps the algorithm. And then there's also that little bell, and you should ring the bell. Then theoretically, when I figure out how to make it work, YouTube should give you a notification that says that I'm putting out a video, or I'm doing a live stream, or something's coming up, assuming I can figure out how to do that. Hey, anything's possible, right? Okay, so now the next thing is to decide what to say at the end of a video. You know, like, bye for now, but lots of people do that. Goodbye seems so final. I really want you to come back and watch another video. So I don't want to say goodbye. I could say see ya, or until we meet again, or, oh, what is it he says? I don't remember. Stay on track. There's lots of possibilities. I don't know. I'll keep working at it. So at this point, I guess I'm going to go with, see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.